Hey, Sunith. So, firstly, as always, thank you for your patience. I think I've done more work for you as a customer than there aren't many people I've done more work for besides you. I'm sure I'll come up with an answer here at some point, but
No, I don't think so.
you've done a lot of work with us, Sunith. It's crazy. We are in your debt for all that you have done. What do we got here? Well, you know what we got? We got us, what do they call these? A Shogun. It's titanium. So it's 6R15 movement.
When are those watches from?
Oh, these are from the 2010s, I think. Maybe the aughts. I'm not sure.
Were titanium watches common then or something?
No, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not a titaniumologist.
You know lots of random things.
It's true. Questionable efficacy. Okay. And we're just doing a service. The rest of the watch looks fine. I'm going to clean it. I'll do a case rebuild. And your bracelet is dirty, so obviously I'll clean all of that stuff up. But I'm not super concerned about any potential issues because this watch is pretty low hours. There we go. Got that one to crack. Well, let it crack for a second there. And then it's not cracked. Open.
I'm gonna make a loud noise.
You are?
Yes, sorry everyone. I'm sure it was very loud.
I don't know. I want to put this thing in the vise. I don't want to fool around. Okay, here we go. Now we go. This one I got. Now it is in fact cracked. Take off my thingy. Put it back in there. Tell you people, if you're ever doing watch work, get yourself a big roll of these protective sheets. You can use them. They're great. There's a lot of use. Interesting. Let me make sure I'm in the camera. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty old. Its O-ring gasket's pretty well flattened. Crown seal's the same, a little flattened out. Good thing I have another one. It's always good news, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna do. Here we go. Where'd you go? You hit stuff and you go kaplunk. Did you get out? Out, 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 damn spot. I think the only person who did more work with us than Sunith was maybe Sean Cody.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my friend. I wonder whatever happened to his watch collection.
I'm literally just thinking about that, like, last week.
Yeah. Hope his boys are doing okay.
I always think about him whenever the topic of feral pigs comes up.
Yeah, well, you know, Sean, he was a big fan of a good feral pig if it was in his in his sights. Hunting down all those pigs down there in Texas.
Is that the mainspring?
Mm-hmm. What, could you hear it?
Yeah.
Really? Well, it wasn't the mainspring. That was the whole train spinning very quickly because I pulled the pallet fork, so you could hear the escape wheel going whee. I could barely hear it.
I have better ears than you.
Yeah, it sounded like some, hypersonic mouse on the edge of hearing. That's what it sounded like to me.
Can you imagine a hypersonic mouse?
Well, they sing.
What?
Mice, they sing. They also laugh.
Really?
Yeah, they have like a whole thing. They make all kinds of noises. Nobody knew because they didn't bother listening at those frequencies.
Well, you know who knew? Cats.
Yeah, I bet that's true. That's true. It's
I
true.
learned from one of the kids' National Geographic books that cats have ridiculously good hearing.
Oh, I know. It's true. Why do you think my Kraken knows when I start the dishwasher and then it's time to come upstairs and start yelling at me?
Sorry for my rustling in the background. I'm
This-
not eating.
No, she's not eating. She's working on a project. Now there are diafix settings in this bridge, but I'm not going to rip those out on camera because the springs that keep those together are just, I don't want to get silly. Nice. Put this to one side, but in the meantime, there's our barrel. There's one of the key differences you get with the 6R from the 4R. Get yourself a jeweled lower mainspring arbor port. That's always fun. Everybody always digs that. Where in the heck did my X-Acto go?
I don't think Sadie took it. I bought her some.
That's okay, I'll figure it out.
I have some in the cart box in the garage.
Nah, I put it somewhere funny. I will find it. I only need a piece to pull these hands. I don't think that sounds like Kermit.
I don't know. It's also kind of your Grover voice.
I have a Grover voice?
Oh my god, yes. You used to do it.
What? Oh my god. I don't know what you're talking about, Grover voice.
I don't know. You used to go, hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I never meant to imitate Grover.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Why would I imitate Grover?
Because Sadie watched Sesame Street.
Jeez, I don't remember anything anymore.
Well, because the other two, when Sadie was little, we didn't have cable and streaming wasn't a thing yet, so we had an antenna. And so the only game in town was either really, really weird cartoons or PBS. So she watched lots of Sesame Street.
Mm.
The other two have streaming. They watch lots of Peppa.
In the olden days. Come on, stop fighting me. Same deal. I want to rip this stuff apart when I'm right on top of it. These darn plastic movement rings. They flex and they won't stay in place. They won't stay where they're supposed to stay. Get out. See? Right like that. Darn it. Stay put. Stay where you're supposed to stay. Stop it. In you go. In you go. And we have our handy dandy hacking lever. Just like that. Okay. Well, that's a primary amount of taking things apart. I want to strip the barrel when I can really look at it. Okay, so I've pulled this apart. I'm also going to go and I'm going to pull the magic lever here, and I'm going to also pull the. There we go. I'm also going to pull the. I'm sorry, the die fix settings for the upper fourth and third wheel. Sorry, I'm sitting here. I'm thinking and talking at the same time, which is never a good combination for me. But I'm going to do these off camera, and then I'll come back and basically after it's cleaned, I'll come back after I've ripped all this stuff apart. And wait, I've already done that. I will come back when everything is clean and it's ready for me to reassemble. How about that? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I don't have a brain that works anymore. The case looks nice and clean, doesn't it? Your crystal looks fine. I'm not going to touch it. I mean, I'm going to pop it out so I can clean it, but I'm not actually going to replace it. I'll just leave it be. Okay, you will see me back when everything is clean. Hey, Sunith. I am just looking at the numbers. Are we not plugged in? Are we not plugged in? Oh, you're not plugged in. I have no idea what these numbers are. It's running, it's right there. I should have looked at the numbers before ripping it apart, but I did not. Now that's what we call beat error. That's many tons of lots of beat error. Wow. Okay then. I have some thinking to do. I don't think those numbers are right, but let's see if I can get away with a live adjust. You'll have to look in here. You can't really see what I'm going to be doing. I think I need more light. That's what I think. I'm going to drop that rate first. And it goes contrary to my rules. Let's get rid of that beat error. Just trying to pull beat error. Wow, we got a lot of noise going on in there. I don't know. This thing can't hear correctly. Something else is happening. I want to look at that balance real quick. It's still not right, but it's certainly better. I want to find out what's up with that beat error. So when you get this kind of a thing where it says 99, that to me it almost reads like error. So I'm going to get rid of that. Somehow I just go one way or the other and see if I can get it to change. That pallet fork. I gotta look at that pallet fork. Yeah, something's seriously wrong. the hairspring had been tweaked, balance had been messed with. So it took me some time to get the hairspring to flatten out. It's still not clean. I'm not really getting a clean signal, but at least I can get it to, you know, decent beat error. And I'm not, well, it's, look, it should be higher than that. At least in my gut, it feels that way, but this has been running for all of 25 minutes. So why don't I just let this thing sit? Why don't I just let this thing sit and think? I'm happy about that. I'm watching you. Because if that signal doesn't clean up, I can fiddle with the balance some more, but at a certain point, my labor is worth more than simply dropping a new balance into it, which is silly. I can fix the, if this continues to be hacky and weird, I can go in and smooth it out some more. I want that number to be higher. That's the one that I care about. But now is a real good time to leave alone. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this alone and just let it sit there and think, and I will come back. I'm just sitting here waiting to see if something changes or if it's just going to sit here at this amplitude. And if that signal won't clean up some. I'm going to flip it upside down. Definitely getting a little bit of positional change. You also see this sometimes where when you flip it over on a new build is the lubrication will kind of even out a little bit. It kind of slops around some. But also, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not going to go in there right now. That's me talking to myself. I will not go back in there right now. I'm going to do something else. Sometimes it doesn't pay to just, keep banging away at something. Sometimes it's better just to let it think. Make sure that's right. Yeah, we're still facing some hairspring issues. That's what this is. We're losing 10 degrees amplitude, top and bottom. Overall, it's running lower than it should, and we're getting this stuff. The hairspring isn't, I don't think the hairspring is running true. I think it's out of flat. So I'm going to have to go back in, but I'm not doing it now. I'm doing something else. I'm walking away from this one. Okay, as is typical for me, I couldn't stop. I haven't adjusted beat error or anything else like this. That is what matters. That is what matters. I can deal with anything else. That is what matters. So this kind of choppiness, don't worry about it. I'll deal with that. I'll address it. But I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing it right now, period. It's the end of the day. I need to get out of here. It's time for me to go off and see my children. Boy, you can hear the wind. Yeah, okay. Amplitude, yes, we got it. I'll deal with this hatchiness later. That's all that matters. I've done it. So it's a little hatchy, but that is in large part because the machine is having a harder time hearing because it's in this thick case. And the movement is also not being held down firmly. So we've got sort of a lack of communication going on, but you can see the things that are important. And this is what these movements are capable of. They come out of the Seiko factory with their automatic oiling 40 points down from this, 50 points down from this. But their designs, what it look with the correct and proper servicing, I'm assuming that's what I did, this is what you can get. So yeah, so again, ignore this stuff. It's not real. Okay, I'm going to finish bolting it together. This was fun. And there we are. Oops, I didn't set the time. I bolted this bracelet back on, and I didn't go back and do this. Today is the 8th. Congratulations, it's the 8th. Okay, there we go there. It is currently, I don't know if this one's to the 2nd, and we'll call it, I'll just sync to this for fun. So 121 here in just a second. Oh, wait, yeah, 121. I'm sure this is not actual internet time. It'll make me happier to do that. Whoops, I set it to 120. Oh well, close enough for rock and roll. This one I'm assuming is going to be here for a little bit anyway because you are having me hold it along with your other watches. So when the time comes, I'll set it correctly. But for now, It's a minute behind my baby there. I mean, really, that's about it. Not much else to be said. The balance that was a trial. But, you know, the watch is upgraded and it's better now. And obviously the numbers are fantastic, which is what these are capable of if they're in good shape. I love how light titanium is. I love how light titanium is. I do. It's a nice watch. I've never really spent a whole lot of time looking at one of these. This is, I think, one of the only ones that's even actually ever come through here. Yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you, Sunith.